Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and when watching this. Welcome to a new vlog. I know it's too hot. If you can see here, 39 degrees. This was not planned. Actually, I shot a video yesterday taking the Multistrada Pikes Peak to the Ducati showroom because there was some engine check light and apparently it's a software update. Did a vlog on that, then test rode the Scrambler 800 Gen 2 or 2G as it's called, but somehow the audio was missing. Even now I'm not 100% sure the GoPro is recording the audio, because when I checked at home it was working fine. Fingers crossed. Tough to do when you're wearing gloves, but anyway, hopefully this audio gets recorded. So decide to redo that short ride so that you guys can enjoy my there is one thing I would improve on this. It's the front brakes. They need to be sharper. Anyway, decide to do the Scrambler 800 2G first ride impressions again. So heading to Roast to meet Sriman, who is joining me. He also wanted to test ride it. And then later we're heading to check out the new Tiger 900 that's being launched today in Hyderabad. So kind of a packed day. Thought of initially taking the car, but then with the helmet and all, I thought let me just ride and give you a vlog. And it's been a while since I rode the Himalayan. In this hot summer, even early morning rides are not fun. Anyway, let's change the scenery and show you the Scrambler. Okay, time to see how the new generation of Scrambler 800 feels. It has a Termioni end cam. Just the slip-on, not the full system. Nice. Chalo, let's get a quick short ride. Isn't this a fun, short, little, cute, compact bike for city? Assuming you don't get traffic, because this is an air-cooled engine, you will feel some of that heat. But if you get an open stretch or short moving traffic, man, this is so much fun. Brakes are good. I like the engine note on this. Nice. I'm in sports mode. In sports mode, the throttle is a bit too aggressive. If you want a much more relaxed ride in the city, then you can go for the regular road mode. It has two riding modes: quick shifter, traction control, almost 75 horsepower and 63 Nm of torque. It's lesser than the Street Twin, but Street Twin weighs almost 206-7 kilos. This weighs 185, and Street Twin hasn't been updated in ages. That's more of a classic. This is more of a retro Scrambler, if you can call that. The suspension of this is really good, a bit on the sporty side. Unfortunately, no adjustment options except for preload at the rear. But you know where this bike shines: constant moving traffic or very little traffic. Guards. If you remember, we have taken Scrambler 1100 to Spiti and we had so much fun on it. This was also ridden there. People loved it. I think in mountain conditions this bike would be a hoot to ride, because you can do that little bit of off-road. Now in India, most of the mountains are mountain roads are well built. With occasional off-roads and water crossings, the low torque really helps you go quick. I did a Q&A yesterday. There are a few questions about the riding height and all. See, I'm 5'11". The handlebar is decently comfortable. They have multiple seat options, so you can, if you're taller than me, you can have it, or if you're shorter than me, you will have some options. Compared to yesterday, I feel more confident on this bike. And yesterday I rode it in road mode. It felt very calm, peaceful. Sports mode for those late night rides, Batman rides, would be fun. Brakes are good. Yes, that was another question that was asked. How are the brakes? Because it comes with only a single disc, 330mm disc with 4-piston calipers. Ducati brakes in general are good, and these are two. They stop. I mean, for the power this bike has, these are good enough. Now that we're in traffic, we can talk about few things that you might not like in traffic. This does get hot, not as hot as the 1100s. which I had. And in peak bumper to bumper traffic, because this is an air-cooled engine, it can be a problem, especially the underseat portion. So that is something that they didn't update. The weight, the performance, the torque, all these are updated. I wish they had done some liquid cooling on this, because then it would have been like that perfect city bike, man. But it adds weight, and the character of the bike is also kind of gone. Another disadvantage one might think of this, and that was asked frequently, is it worth upgrading? Is it worth the cost? The changes are minor, they're still relevant changes. If you already have a Scrambler 800, if you really enjoyed it so much, maybe you can consider. If you're looking for something different, look at the market. And that's where worthiness also comes into the picture. See, worthiness is very subjective. If you have the money, you can't get anything that is closer to a Ducati brand, the Scrambler, which is an iconic model. The feel that you get riding this is something that you can't find in any other models. Is it worth that extra price? See, if you're benchmarking and comparing prices, then it might not feel worth. But if you look at it on its own, if you have the money, then just take a test drive of all the bikes that you can get and go for what you like. And I think people who ride this bike will fall in love with this. Obviously, no bike is perfect. Everything has its own limitations, and this too, in terms of heat and the price. That's it. Nice. I like it. Come on, give me. Yes. Ooh, the quick shifter is good, man. What else? In terms of handling, Scramblers are surprisingly decently good handling motorcycles. I mean, the name, the look, the tires, it comes with the MT60 RS tires, which look like knobbies. Don't get deceived by the look of this Scrambler. It does handle well in corners. I got to see that a bit in Spiti 2 years back. In terms of ride, as I mentioned, the suspension is not the softest you can get. Don't compare it with an ADV or a bigger bike. It's very comfortable. A bit on the sporty side. All these small speed strips, rumble strips, it handles them with ease. Nice, man. I miss having a Scrambler. The feel of a Scrambler is a whole different thing. That new bike smell when it heats up, especially the Ducatis, have a different smell, man. Only people who own the Ducati or tested a Ducati can know that. There is so much character to this motorcycle, man. Especially those vibrations. I mean, these are not vibrations like in NVH. These are the rumblings of the engine, the body, the foot pegs, which give you that connect to the motorcycle, especially motorcycle to the road. Really well-engineered motorcycles have an excellent connect. Chalo, that concludes my first ride impressions of the Scrambler 800 second generation. I would give this maybe 7.5 out of 10. I was tempted to give 8, but the prices now have updated. This costs 12 lakhs ex-showroom, which is equivalent to 14.5 on road. That's expensive than what I paid for the 1100 2 years back.
But why is it so expensive now?
I don't know.
800 that?
I don't know.
Did they hike up the prices?
Yeah, the launch price was for the base model itself is 10.3. It was back then 8.75 or 9.
Forget about the pricing. Otherwise for
the
bike, how much do you rate it?
If I ignore the price, I would give it 8.5 out of 10. In the city, small nooks and corners, I mean, I'm riding it like my Aether, yeah. Like so easy, you can just cut corner. I couldn't do that on the 1100.
1100, it's a little bit heavy.
It's a heavy, bigger bike.
But even the older version was like this, 800?
Older version, I don't remember. It's been too far. But yeah, it was light and fun. That I can recollect for sure. But is the torque better, power better? I can't recollect.
Remember.
Yeah.
Even I've ridden the 800, the old one, but don't remember except for that wire.
If the price was good, would you consider this?
No. It doesn't suit my personality. At least, I don't know.
No, at least in the mind.
I can't see myself on a Scrambler.
Now.
No.
Yeah, the mind the kind of bikes you're looking at right now.
Yes, I would go for a super sport
Hmm.
because this is the only age. After this, you can't lean and ride. After you get old, already back issues unnai. So this is the only age left. For another 3 or 4 years, we can do that. After that, relaxed cruisers.
Anyway, talking about relaxed bikes that we have ridden before.
No, you should say we are starting the tradition of showroom hopping.
Showroom is it? Yes.
Showroom hopping.
Correct. I was thinking of a segue. This is a better segue. We used to do this showroom hopping, especially on this line. There is BMW, there is Honda, there is Ducati, there is Triumph, our original OG home, and we're heading there because there is a launch of Tiger 900.
2024.
Updated 2024 Tiger 900. He's a Tiger OG, so Tiger 800 OG.
Population idare
True, but Tiger 900, I don't think it's such a big hit.
Yeah, it's not.
But we get to see. They have updated few key things about it. We'll get to know more.
We have
about
the
it.
briefing now. Briefing, okay?
Back here at the OG Triumph showroom with some familiar faces for the launch of the Tiger 900. You see, there's Pawan. Hello, Mohan. Hey, how are you? Congratulations on the launch. It was really nice to visit the Triumph showroom after what feels like ages. I think the last time was the Speed 400 or the Scrambler 400 launch. But anyway, nice to meet and chat with some old YouTubers and some familiar faces at the showroom. And the new launch is very exciting because now it's really going head on with the BMW F900 GS, which will launch soon in India. Power went up to 108 PS or 106 bhp. And the torque is 90 mm. I think the torque went up by only 3 Nm, but the power went up. This is slightly on the heavier side compared to the 900, upcoming 900 GS. That is at least 10 kilos lighter if I'm not wrong. So I think that could be a hoot. But a triple is a triple, and the Tiger branding goes a long way. So, and the pricing of this is much better. So we have to see what BMW prices. And the middleweight segment is now hotting up big time. You have the Transalp, you have the upcoming 900. You have the Desert X, which is one of the best off-road bikes. And in that regard, not many, I see a lot of people buying 400s and then directly the 1200, 1300cc bikes. The middleweights are still worth checking out. And I think they are the perfect bike for our conditions. Be it mountains, dirt roads, highways, cruising and all. But I guess that aspirational value of owning a big bike is still there. So people are just skipping that middleweight even though they shouldn't. Should always start small and then go big. But anyway, when we get to test ride the Tiger 900, the new one, we'll have most first ride impressions. But on paper, the updates look interesting even though it's a minor design refresh. Chalo, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And in case watching this night time, have a good night and take care. Let me know what you think of the Scrambler 800. I think that red and black color scheme looks lovely.